The long-rumored 3D Mario collection is finally real, but it comes with a few concerns. Mainly, Super Mario 64 is the #1 most speedrun game of all time, so the specific version of the 24-year-old game that makes the leap over to the Nintendo Switch matters a ton to a certain set of folks, myself included. And while the port looks pretty great, especially in handheld mode, unfortunately, it's the version many of us were afraid to see. So let's break it down in the simplest of terms. Speedrunners mainly use one of two versions to speedrun Super Mario 64. The Japanese version, which released on June 23, 1996, or the American version, which came out September 29, 1996. These two versions have quite a few differences, but they're so small that most folks won't even notice. Text scrolls differently, the Japanese version has fewer voice lines, a couple of stars spawn differently, and Mario can dab in the Japanese version. Other than that, you're mostly playing the same game, glitches and all. Enter the Super Mario 64 Shindo Edition. It was released in July 1997 and is often considered the definitive version of Mario 64. The biggest consumer-facing change is it's the Japanese version, but with Rumble Pack support. But it also includes a few subtle differences as well. Mario now spins around a pole or a tree when he grabs on. Various sound effect changes have been made, most famously when Mario throws Bowser. And the Shindo Edition's intro screen contains a fun little Easter egg when you press the Z trigger. Of course, because this version came out well over a year after the original release, it also includes various bug fixes, most notably removing Mario's ability to perform a BLJ, or backwards long jump. It's for this reason most speedrunners will not be leaving their original hardware behind for the shiny new Switch port. First off, what is a backwards long jump and why is it important to speedrunning Mario 64? Well, the game has several main categories that speedrunners currently run through: 0 star, 1 star, 16 star, 70 star, and 120 star. Of these 5 categories, 0, 1, and 16 star all require the ability to backwards long jump. It's not required in 120 star, but there are certain times runners use it to speed a few things up. 70 star is the only category that doesn't use BLJs, and that's because it's technically the no major glitches category, so BLJs are banned. Backwards long jumps are pretty technical in how they work, so I'll attempt to explain it the simplest way I can. When running forward, Mario gets a bit of a speed boost when long jumping. The designers put a speed cap in the game, so no matter how many consecutive long jumps you use, Mario will never be able to exceed that speed limit. When Mario is running forward, his speed value is positive. When he's standing still, his speed value is 0, and when he goes backwards, it's negative. While there is a speed cap on Mario's positive movement value, there isn't one on his negative value. So when you're long jumping upstairs normally, you can chain a lot of them together quickly, but the positive speed cap will always keep Mario from going too fast. Long jump up the stairs backwards though, and it's a different story. Now that we have the ability to move faster than the game intended, it makes it where Mario can skip frames, which enables him to pass through solid objects. This is what makes beating the game in 0, 1, and 16 star possible. Without BLJs, you can't do those categories. So what's different in the Shindo Edition? Well, they added a speed cap to Mario's negative movement. Without the ability to gain insane speeds, he can no longer boost upstairs or through walls. So yes, technically 70 star is still an option for speedrunning the Nintendo Switch version of Super Mario 64, but sadly every other category will need to stick to their original hardware. For more on the Mario 3D collection, check out our in-depth review covering all 3 games, or see exactly how motion controls work in Mario Galaxy. And of course for everything else Mario, keep it here on IGN.